Nostalgic feeling on radio. Introducing classic hits from way back.
Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker. Tether roof off, we gonna tether roof off the mother sucker. Tether roof off the sucker.
Nigerian creative culture sector comes on radio. It's not a fringe approach, but a masterclass reportage on movies, fashion, heritage, and contemporary music, dance, comedy, festivals, cultural orientation, and travel. Every Thursday, 10:30 a.m. with Frank Meke and Bumi Bade Adeniji on Mainland 98.3 FM. Sponsored by National Council for Arts and Culture, NCAC.
A very, very warm welcome to you. This is Creative Nigeria here on 98.3 FM, Mainland FM. My name is Bumi Badia Diniji, and I don't do this show alone. I do this alongside Frank Meke. Frank, good morning.
Good morning. I want to welcome all our listeners this morning, and of course, I want you to join me in wishing Bumi a happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
Not even belated. We're all December children, and
Yes, sir.
we also wish others birthday. But today, we're really going to celebrate her in our own little way. So I want our listeners to pray for her. That's the most important thing, because if you don't have anybody praying for you, then you're in trouble.
Yes, indeed.
So, great outing today. I'm upbeat about today.
I am too.
The year is running to an end, and as we do here, we keep you informed of anything, anywhere, how you're going to spend your Christmas.
Yes, so
So that's a promise you need to keep.
yes, indeed. You've heard from Frank, and the house is not empty. The studio is not empty. It's another full house that we have this morning, as usual. On Creative Nigeria, like Frank has said, you will always get the best of the best of the best when it comes to culture, festivals, business, tourism. All of that is all encompassed in this one singular show. And, sometimes 1 hour looks like 2 minutes, because of all the things that we get to do on the show.
True.
So I want to say a very warm welcome also to our guests on the show. They're becoming friends of the family. They're becoming family members. So they're not really guests anymore. Prince Femi Fadino is here. He is the convener of the Awori Festival that just happened on Sunday. And if you were not there, you weren't anywhere.
Yes.
It was such a phenomenal outing. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Very
Good
well.
to be here.
It's good
be
to
here.
have you.
Relaxed, man.
You're not on attention anymore.
No anymore.
But it was a great outing, I must
We
say.
thank God.
It was a
thank
great
God.
outing.
We thank God, and we send a message.
Oh.
It was a loud one.
Yes, it was. So we'll be hearing much more about that outing when we get to our Villa Square segment and presenting Nahota. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, everybody. I'm glad to be here as usual, and I have a lot of things to share with you today.
Christmas package day.
Apart from the Christmas package, I should say happy birthday to you.
Oh,
and you
thank
should say
you.
happy birthday to me.
You are December. You are the odd one out, sir. Prince.
I'm not. My son is December 2nd.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Okay, so
Happy birthday to
that
you.
gives you a pass.
Yes, and there are so many birthdays
around you.
in my
Fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
we've had we have second, we have third, we've had another third, and then we have 18th and we have 12 on the show. Actually, you can watch us live right now at creative_Niger_TV. That's our own page as Creative Nigeria. You can also head there and watch us. You can also call us on the phone lines on 091 36 000 410. I'll give that again, 091 36 000 410 or 070 4902 1560. About the Awori Festival that happened. We'll be talking to you about that. We will also be having a very important commentary. Nature and natural resources are concerned. How we need to preserve, how we need to conserve, how we need to do better as a government, as a people generally. And then also, of course, we'll be talking the show because in the next few minutes we take off proper. We've been taxiing, but we're going to take off right away as we take this short break. When we come back, we would have attained the desired altitude. Stay with us, we'll be back.
Fellow Nigerians, have you heard about NICO? National Institute for Cultural Orientation is Nigeria's cultural intelligence and intellectual powerhouse. Set up to X-ray the diversity of Nigerian culture, language, history, tradition and ways of life, which binds 200 million Nigerians together, deepening peace, security and national cohesion, with offices across the 6 geopolitical zones and a culture training school. NICO also partners local and international agencies like UNESCO to harness and validate cultural assets, unique and beneficial to a national aspiration. An agency under the Federal Ministry of Information, Culture and National Orientation. NICO Abuja office is located at 23 Kigoma Street, Wuse, Zone 7E. Website info@nico.gov.ng. NICO, harnessing culture for national development. Are you a Lagos-based hotel and hospitality owner, manager and investor? Are you troubled by certain operational environmental challenges and need help? Then come over to Hotel Owners and Managers Association of Lagos, HOMAL. We provide you hospitality growth opportunities and counseling on prosperity, and also help you mitigate difficult hospitality trade barriers. At HOMAL, we do more, deploying our experience to take care of your interest always. Located at Resort Court, 15 Chief Yusufu Abiodun Road, Uniru, Victoria Island. Call 081-872245 or 0812-425-5995 for more information. HOMAL, your interest, our mission.
You are the best, the very, very best. You make our world go round. This is why we'll always be your anchor.
At Anchor Insurance, we will always turn up for our clients when it really matters. We put in 100% because they mean the world to us. If you desire insurance services built around you, where claims are paid promptly, then come to Anchor Insurance.
You are the best. You are the very, very best. Oh, yeah. You make our world go round. And this is why we'll always be our anchor.
Anchor Insurance, where insurance truly works.
Nigerian creative culture sector comes on radio. It's not a fringe approach, but a masterclass reportage on movies, fashion, heritage, and contemporary music, dance, comedy, festivals, cultural orientation, and travel. Every Thursday, 10:30 a.m. with Frank Meke and Bumi Bade Adeniji on Men.
FM. Yes, thank you. And welcome if you're just joining us. This is Creative Nigeria here on mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Bumi Badi Adeniji and I'm about to bring to you courtesy Heck Travels. Okomuna Ovial, southwest of Edo State, deserves a redemption. It is pristine, used to be a habitat of white-throated muff, significant and rare species, fauna and flora resources unknown to science, and a breeding ground for ecotourism holidays. Originally conceived and protected by the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, its original landmass of about 40s, poachers' invasion and land-grabbing mercenaries. On its eastern frontiers lies Osie River, while Okomu River on the western frontier drains this heritage biosphere space with two famous tree houses, one with Olympic adventure. There are chalets built on stilts, Olympic-sized swimming pools, termites' nest, some as tall as a story-built. This beautiful landscape, namely Nikoroha, Okomu, Udo, Ogwofole, Igwewan, and Ugolo. These villages, over time, had become the problem of Okomu National Park instead of the solution. The organized rings of illegal loggers gets criminal intel from these communities, and the dire consequences are painfully glaring. No doubt, Okomu National Park is so threatened and at the close verge of being wiped of its mandatory duty. In global environment management circles, support the Okomu forest landscape, such expectations wear strange faces. Now, how do loggers access the park, and what communities powered land grabbing, mercenaries and poachers, unrelenting in their agenda to wipe out the fauna resources, particularly the endangered white-throated monkeys? This worrisome scenario has led to strategic redeployment of Unit Park Management Ecosystem by the Conservator General of the Federation, Dr. Ibrahim Musa Goni, who desperately desires a redemption roadmap for this iconic biosphere frontier. Loggers, aided by strong heads from the communities, left behind a crescendo of immediate and future environmental conservation consequences, likely to wipe out Edo State out of the global map of eco-green economy and destination. It is equally distressing, taken to arrest the dangerous band of illegal loggers and their local collaborators to chop down flora resources, thus endangering the iconic Mona monkeys, elephants, bird life, antelopes, and many unknown fauna and flora resources. Well, that's the brief commentary, a very interesting one, put together by Frank Meke, brought to you through, courtesy Heck Travels. But before we go to Heck Travels, just a brief, how did this come about? What brought on, putting this commentary together, Frank?
But I'll hold on to my emotions when it comes to discussing our forest ecosystem or Mother Earth. I'm particularly
passionate about that.
They have 7, and then we're additional 10.
10,
the president, the president has done well, particularly on the through the National Park Service and the CG National Park Service. Dr. Ibrahim Musa Goni. He has been, he has done well. He has kept the faith. He still needs help. This place together. What I saw in Okomu, what is going on in Okomu is very, very painful. Particularly, it's only if we don't keep this place together, and the same thing is repeating itself all over the country. Of course, population is there, but those are no excuses. It's just a question of us planning. One thing strategic and spiritual about the earth is that you hit the ground. Whatever whatever you do to it, it's listening to you. It keeps watching you. But at the end of the day, you come that way. Man comes through that way.
And we go back that way.
That's the same way. So it is better to protect, our air resources, and not just because of the financial. Of course, we don't have climate change that's happening. And the flood is a checklist, a red light to us that we need to be very careful. So when you cut down these trees, and of course the final resources all disappear, then you don't know what we're talking about. Desertification and the same path. And of course, across northern Nigeria, you find out that even the green walls are all gone. They're all gone. These are things green wall trees planted over time to check the influx of the devastation of the winds coming from across the
Sahel
Sahel area. But Okomo is a sad commentary. The state governor recently, of course, have to intervene. All the communities invited and say, look, we can't continue. We need to keep these things. For the sake of our children unborn. Not just that, they're all strategic. And all those. So we have decided, in fact, next week we'll also be heading to Calabar because they're very crucial. It belongs to them.
Exactly.
And they're kept for them.
They're the primary
that place. And every time you see these loggers, they go in the help within. Like you said,
of course they will have collaborators, local collaborators
and all. So when I decided at that last meeting I had with them last week in Benin, I was like, okay, we're all involved. This is not going to happen again. So we're going to keep faith with that, and in the next 6 months we're going to go back. What we promised and what they promised have been kept, because we need to preserve this. He wrote out a message and said, look,
we have a call.
Relate with nature. It keeps you literally. If you sit down under, a forest,
some of those trees,
expectations as the case may be. There's this little, antelope I met.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yes, and honestly, it's a language we don't, nobody can understand, but we communicated because he also
in a pot,
and that's the danger, because Nigeria need education. We need to create awareness. Animals also, their life matters.
Absolutely,
the tree lives matters. It's all about us. It's all about our living better. Look at our system. Look at all the cities. All our cities in Nigeria, they don't have a soul. No soul, honestly. And that is why you see a lot of people are so aggressive when they are driving. Imagine if we have that kind of temperate environment around us, trees planted, and of course things will be easy. People, because we tend to understand nature. Unfortunately, we've lost it over time. So we're going to really keep an eye on this, know what is happening around the country. But honestly, for me, I think we need to get the Kumu back. And the holidays are here. There's places where you can go. Thank God all those kidnappings are all gone. In fact, Edo today, I tell you, in Benin City, the security is so tight. Yes, the government have been able to bring in the local vigilantes. You see them all over the place. They are visible.
That's good.
Everywhere. They're not harassing anybody. But they only harass those who want to harass others. So that makes us to have opportunity. You can from here, how many hours? Less than 45 minutes in Benin. You can go do between this Benin and Udo. It takes you another maybe 15-20 minutes, 25. And then you go in there. Believe me, nobody want to come back. But we're saying we need to protect what we have. You know, the world is watching us, and of course, the solution lies there. Nigeria is a beautiful place, a beautiful
It is.
country,
It
and
is.
we should not just destroy it. And we're not talking about it. That's another thing. But we are going to make sure we talk about it.
Yes,
We have
on this show
conversation.
we will.
We'll talk about it.
Yes, indeed. Wonderful commentary there. I must commend that. Thank you very much for that. But all of this has come to you courtesy Heck Travels.
Hey Michael, you travel frequently and hardly complain of travel services. How do you come by?
I use the services of one of the best travel outfits in Nigeria, Heck Travel Agency.
Heck Travel Agency?
Oh yes, Heck Travel Agency takes care of travel plans, ticketing, insurance, visa, and provides pocket-friendly fares helpful in this new normal.
Really? What about holiday packages for families?
Trust Heck Travel Agency on that too. On request, the agency provides both local and international tourism holiday packages with detailed country situation reports, car hire, and hotel reservation.
Where can I locate Heck Travel Agency?
Very easy, my friend. Heck Travel Agency is located in number 2 Ibro Avenue, Rainbow Estate, Trans Amadi, River State. Telephone 0907-893-5167. Lagos office, Parkview Estate, Ikoyi. Telephone 0806-2463-292. Heck Travel Agency, always in touch.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying tuned. So, on our No Nigeria segment, we take you through Nigeria, and very soon we'll be taking you through Africa as well. But for now, we're still taking you through Nigeria because we haven't exhausted Nigeria yet. But today, we're taking you to Kogi State, a state in the north-central region of Nigeria, bordered to the west by the states of Ekiti and Kwara, to the north by the Federal Capital Territory, to the northeast by Nasarawa State, to the northwest by Niger State, and to the southwest by the Edo and Ondo states. To the southeast, it is bordered by the states of Anambra and Enugu, and to the east by Benue State. So it's well surrounded. It is the only state in Nigeria to border 10 other states, named for the Hausa word for river. That's Kogi. Kogi State was formed from parts of Benue State, Niger State, and Kwara State on the 27th of August 1991. The state is nicknamed the Confluence State due to the fact that the confluence of the rivers Niger and Benue occur next to its capital, Lokoja. Kogi State has been inhabited for years by various ethnic groups, including the Ebira, Bagi, and Nupe in the state center, the Agatu, Basa Komo, Idoma, Igala, and Igbo in the east, and the Yoruba in the west. Kogi is also religiously diverse, as about 45% of the state's population are Muslim, with about 40% Christian, and the remaining 15% following traditional ethnic religions minorities. Tourist attractions in Kogi State include the colonial relics such as Lord Lugard House, Mount Patty, that's the World War Cenotaph, the confluence of rivers Niger and Benue, Ogidi, an African town with formations of igneous rock mountains and a traditional art and craft industry, and natural land features hills and terrains that serve as hiking trails. Kogi State's a beautiful state to visit. I've heard about that Ogidi place, and they say that it is like mysterious.
Yeah, I mean the beauty of it. Most of our cultural locations and destinations are mysterious. You never go there and come back the same.
Yeah.
Not that nothing is going to happen to you, but you come back with richer ideas.
Yeah.
And which are not just of our culture and what and who we are. It's very important. And of course, this courtesy of
Topaz Travels.
Topaz Travels.
Yes.
It's very important that we let that.
Yeah, Topaz Travels and Tours. Thank you very much.
Hello there. The world of travel changes in seconds, and Border Post Requirements needs the touch of a professional to help you navigate through the challenges of airline cancellation, delays, and health requirements. At Topaz Travels and Tours, we help you keep eyes on the ball, processing your travel needs with ease, taking your stress away. For your international and local travel tickets, travel insurance, reservations, hotel bookings, car hire services, and visa guidance, you can trust us to deliver as your ultimate choice. You can reach us via WhatsApp on 08094015458 or call 08033138658 or visit our corporate office at Suite F8, first floor, Febson Mall, plot 2425 Herbert Macaulay Way, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. Email info@topaztravel.com.ng. Topaz Travels and Tours. Stress-free travel.
Welcome back. And it was a sea of blue on Sunday. It was a sea of blue, honestly. And as I approached the venue, which was the police college, at GRA in Ikeja, here in Lagos, it was just the overflow of people in blue, well decked out, just for the Awori people. It was amazing to see. And Prince Ferdinand is here to just debrief pretty much about all the events. How did that day play out for you?
Honestly, first of all, I want to thank God Almighty for what happened that day. It was a well-planned, thought-out, for 10 years tactical plan of what we call destination evaluation. And there were a lot of challenges, but at the end of the day, what you saw that day was basically the interpretation of what we have already accumulated together. And it's just to give my community the opportunity to have a tourism economy. We set out with a vision which is inspiring travelers to choose Awori land as their leading tourism destination in Nigeria. And our mission basically is to strengthen and grow Awori land in economy through travels and tourism promotion. So that Sunday was basically an interpretation. And I asked myself...
We have a caller. Sorry to interrupt you. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Creative Nigeria.
Yes. Hello, good morning. This is Chris from Ikeja.
Chris from Ikeja, welcome. Talk to us.
Yes, I think concerning this CBN policy, I think if
unfortunately, this is not the newspaper review. Unfortunately, this is another show entirely. But we want to say thank you so much for calling on the show, Chris. Thank you.
So we unveiled it in 2018, and 2018 it was a crystal clear tourism development plan, to look at that corridor of the Southwest, basically. We have done quite a few with other countries, and I said to myself, we need to do a domestic tourism evaluation
at home.
And that brought me, where can I actually put the anchor? Is it in the north or is it in the south? Why don't I take my people and take them to the global space? And in the course of this, I see in the course of evaluation, we see the richness of my people manifested myself, the compassionate aspect of it that day. And also, I must also say a big thank you to my sister, Her Excellency, Princess Relope Adefulore. I mean, I can't have any other person like that. She's so dependable patriot of Awori. And she came out full in support of this. Also, I must thank the president of LCCI, also my brother, Ashiwaju Michael Olawale Cole. I can't mention all of them,
names,
but those two people, they were there to make what happened on Sunday what it is.
I also saw the deputy governor of Ogun State.
Yes, of course she was there. Yes, of course she was there.
Amazing thing.
She started with this with me.
In
2018.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
It's like a dream come true.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
So, what next?
What next is something I will say to you. We need to now build on what we have started with. We're looking at the corridor of it now. What we did that day is to actually create an economy for the people.
Okay.
You didn't see the exhibition on that day. You didn't see the cuisine that day. So there are a lot of pockets of things
that still,
we're not. But I can rest assured you, on the next edition, it's going to be a bang.
Do we have a date in mind?
December 11.
Okay.
We're not changing it from that day.
Amazing.
For me, sorry, I need to just cut in here because we need to run. We can't take all about.
We haven't.
Okay, let's take the call.
Okay, let's take the call. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is Chris calling back.
Okay. Thank you for calling back, Mr. Chris. Yes.
Okay, I think what I say concerning this event policy. It's a non-economic related policy, if you can. It's a non-economic related policy.
Okay.
It is just political.
Okay.
And again, I heard when somebody said that the National Assembly has no power to interfere.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris, for calling. Thank you.
Yeah, but for me, that also reflects the interest of Nigerians in a lot of things.
Yes.
So even though Chris is not addressing us, but God is addressing us what is happening in this country. But I just want to chip in there before we go because, of course, we run down through the time.
Yeah.
Femi Fadino has done well. I was there. I was surprised. In fact, I went there. All of us went there.
Yeah.
I wanted to see what this guy. A lot of people
have been putting together all this while.
Look, he started very small.
Yeah.
People didn't believe in him, honestly. But we did here. Yeah. We did that. We believe in him because we know where he's coming from. But honestly, he took us out of the way, And of course, when we went round, in fact, to access and come out of that place was like you need to navigate through a lot of us. So, and the interesting part of it, across that place, that location, by the High Court, the Aworis took over the roads.
They did.
And the space wasn't even enough. So what I'm trying to say is that we're looking at the Awori Vision 2030.
Yeah.
We're going to start from next year. It's a countdown.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, opportunity to engage him here every day so that we can begin to galvanize. Don't let us wait until it's December. Then we start talking about there are a lot of things. In fact, I've seen the blueprint there. Exhibition Hall, Exhibition City, roundabout, our tourism partner, things like that. Great developmental initiatives. And that is what each and every one wants to do. It's not a question of coming around and saying you want to get awards. You must serve.
Absolutely.
So he has served. And we pray that he continue to serve. So I will just end that today and say, Prince, will be with you.
Yeah.
God will be with you. The community. And every cultural destination comes out and says, this is who we are. Nigeria will be going to be very, very great.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, well, that's that with that segment. Many thanks again to, Prince. Thank you so much. And then now we move on to our Naiho tour segment where we're going to be getting an update from them. So, welcome again, Emmanuel. Welcome again, and today we'll be talking more about I think one tranche
was something that we always do.
Okay.
We have people who train, and after training them, we sort of look for where they can do some kinds of internship so that they could have the experience and the skills they need to work. And like we said last time, we are trying to bring sustainability into the tourism and hospitality industry. And we decided that we start from the little businesses that we have. It's not a matter of certificates. It's a matter of you having a skill that you want to showcase. I heard what you read about the
National
Okomu
Park.
National Park. And I believe that sustainability has to start with the community itself.
Thank you.
People give them enlightenment of what they stand to gain by forestation and not deforestation.
Yeah.
And I believe that Nayoto in Benin has a lot of job to do as when it concerns the Okomu. Because I have the passion that he
has
too.
As well.
Probably the December people have the same the vegetations, you have the original animals that are there, then you would see that there are lots of differences from what you have to what the others have. And if you're able to maintain and then build a resort out of it, people will come in and you can actually make foreign exchange from there. We train people on hospitality, in terms of cookery, pastry, and confectionery. But I would love a situation where you introduce a course on conservation itself. I will be talking to my HO on proficiency, business incorporation, online and offline marketing.
Fantastic.
All those things we are going to incorporate them in the sustainable tourism entrepreneurship program. And like we said, is to start up a business under the tourism and hospitality industry, and then be able to run it for life. And when we're doing these things, we should also have this thing in mind, that the use of English, not just the use of English, but we are working so much on that, because we have noticed that in our use of language, we are kind of harsh. I would say that I know I'm also an African,
so you know your people.
Sometimes we understand things better when we are harsh, but we should start to train and give them the understanding they need, that this is the reason why this thing should be.
But me, I to just separate, man, because I also believe in this step initiative, and that is why here we have taken it as a call. Even when when you start thinking, just like what we do is to give backing, to support those little ideas, to support such initiatives, even though when they are not beneficial to us immediately, we don't. It is very, very critical. I'm looking at Lagos, for instance, where it's a major area, and even all over the country, that I think we need to hire advice, and I'm going to talk to the holidays.
Exactly.
Look, it's not just about 16-year-old. I know. I have a little daughter about 10. I mean, she does my food. And when she don't get it, I teach her. The earlier we do, I mean, you can imagine an 18-year-old today doesn't even know how to put the spoons together.
So many.
Can't even
You'll
know
be
how to
surprised.
So people think it's just, and that's why homes are breaking. I think that's the next step to do. So we're going to continue to run that, support them. And I think from what Emmanuel has said, we also need somebody to give you something to recover. So it's very critical to look at all those things. So it's really futuristic. And not just people going to government, collect money for the name of empire. Things like
hands-on
and
experience.
Of course, as Africans, we're very close to doing what would be beneficial to
If I can just add to that, I was actually talking to Chinyere during the Awori Day. There's a lot of opportunity of doing summer school. And most of it's a sustainable market.
It is, absolutely.
It's a sustainable market.
So rich as it is, we're going to go there, but let's do the music, and then we promise to do
that's something that we commend.
Yes,
keep it up.
And then we need to also mingle it with music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, even when you are eating, and right here, so they had it.
But we have a really special one for you today on our music segment. Just enjoy this as we play it.
Do you know how people wait for years trying to get admission to study a course at a university when they can just acquire life-changing skills in 6 to 9 months? What if I told you that there's an opportunity to change that? Be your own boss and still get that degree. The National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism Lagos campus is offering young school leavers, degree holders, entrepreneurs and tour guides the opportunity to be your own boss after graduation with highly subsidized tuition fees. Our skilled acquisition and professionalized courses include postgraduate diploma in hospitality and tourism management, cookery and pastry practice, IATA Foundation diploma, professional certificate in tour operations, certificate in hotel and catering management, resort operations, tailor-made short-term courses, in-house training for organizations and establishments, and so much more. For inquiries, call 0803-351-9526 or 0708-720-5537. Log on to www.nihotour.gov.ng.
Welcome back. So that's popular, I'm sure it is, but let me just tell you a little bit about this man. A very interesting song and a very interesting artist, Jeremiah Pam Young. He was born on the 13th of October 1981, and he's a Nigerian singer, songwriter, instrumentalist, and record producer. Many regard him as a wonderkind, playing both the piano and the guitar before the age of 10. He is often credited as being responsible for bringing contemporary Hausa music to the mainstream of the Nigerian industry. And in 2004, he came out with this popular hit, Nabaka, which simply means in Hausa, I give you. Of course, he's giving praise to God. This way now, the festive season of Christmas, and we want to say thank you. One of the things that we do at the end of the year is just to be grateful for 12 months of, Bank, who is all over the place. Today he's in Kano, tomorrow he's in Kaduna, next tomorrow he's in Calabar, and then he's in Edo State. But God has just been faithful to you. Yeah,
Nabaka. I want to put it this way, and that is why we try to go back home to bring musicians here, music and culture, music that really makes sense to us and that can keep us alive. This month of December, actually, for me, it's months of settlement. Thank you to God for Nigeria. Because without Nigeria, we have no home. I want to thank God for all we have done here. Just like you said, up and down everywhere. Sometimes, even on air, you're so scary. Sometimes the aircraft come down in strange ways. And then, of course, you have to travel some strange places where people tell you nobody dares go there. We're talking about our country, sacrificing. And that's why we call upon everybody from today. Wherever you are, do the best for this country. At your little corner. Just like Ferdinand has done, and Emmanuel is here today, standing in, of course, Bumi. Today, of course, we're going to celebrate your birthday. Also, we say thank you for all you do. And Mainland Radio, where is that my chief of staff?
In fact,
I don't know. I also want to even thank Mr. Okwegbenro. I don't see him, but the guy also this morning, of course, the first thing he did, she called yesterday that he cannot come to the studio. So what are you doing at home? So everybody, Tolu is back. So it's a full house. So and we dedicate this to it. So we'll go back to this music. Nabaka. May God help us. May God sustain.
10 a.m. here on Mainland 98.3 FM. But quickly from Prince.
God bless you all.
Amen.
Thank God for December. Thank God for everyone. Thank God we didn't lose anyone.
Thank God.
Though I lost a friend this morning, I saw it. The ambassador Seriki.
Oh, wow.
He's my very close friend. May his soul rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace. Amen.
Thank God and thank you.
Emmanuel.
We'd like to say thank you to everyone. We are closing this year. And we say thank God for everything he has done for us.
Everything.
But we make Creative Nigeria is on holidays.
So we are here again next week. We're not on holidays, please.
Bye-bye.
So Nabaka, I give you. There you go.